sports have always been more than just games.
They are arenas where passions collide, where nations unite, and where the spirit of citizenship often takes center stage.
Sport can block ethnic divisions and other identities that threaten national unity.
Sport also acts as a bridge of harmonious coexistence in nations with diverse ethnic identities.
Join us in the School Sports Focus as we inform you how soccer reinforces national unity and patriotism as envisioned in the Citizenship Core Competence of CBC.
All sports and now CECAFA unites us as Kenyans because when the game starts, we find that we all come together.
We explore how the playing field becomes symbolic space for citizens to express their patriotism and collective pride. You will get to know how school-going sports celebrities are bringing the nation together.
Sport is a force that can create a sense of belonging and attachment to one's nation. It is after identification with a nation that people can be vested with the rights, privileges, and duties of citizens.
While the CECAFA Under-18 competition showed meaningful connections between soccer and several core competencies as described in competence-based curriculum, the citizenship skills stood out of the rest.
The competition was a citizenship event. CECAFA brought together people of different ethnic and social backgrounds.
Going by the harmony among fans, it can be argued that the tournament was a real-life solution to the problem of internal divisions within Kenya.
Indeed, citizenship education, as explained in the basic education curriculum framework, is aimed at creating a sense of belonging and attachment to the nation. The aim of citizenship education is to reduce differences that result from ethnicity, race, or religion, just to mention a few threats to peaceful coexistence among Kenyans. Sport is part of the glue that can bring the nation together and support harmonious living between different people.
The 2023 CECAFA competition achieved the objective of one of the lines of the national anthem. May we dwell in unity, peace, and liberty. Kenyans united to cheer and celebrate the Under-18 national soccer team.
Soccer is a universal language that transcends ethnic differences. It transforms strangers into a family.
Because of the under-18 national soccer team, many became one.
How did the CECAFA under-18 reduce Kenya's internal tensions?
As Professor Bukala explains, all sports and now CECAFA unites us as Kenyans because when the game starts, we find that we all come together as Kenyans playing Tanzania, Kenya playing Uganda, Kenya playing Sudan. So everybody in the country is looking at this game as something they can look forward to and say, how do we unite as Kenyans? How do we come together as Kenyans in the form of rallying behind our own players? If you look at the players themselves, you'll find that at the end of the day, when they wear the shirt for Kenya, even the players themselves start saying, we are Kenyans. We are putting on this jersey on behalf of Kenya. So as a unity platform, we see CECAFA bringing that unity in terms of the players themselves coming from different parts of Kenya, brought together into a team, and that team reflects. If you see the players, you say, oh, that one is from my county, that one is from my county. And all of us now become one as Kenyan.
The CECAFA tournament teaches us that mega sports events are also mega citizenship events.
It is during such sport events that Kenyans realize they have more in common than that which divides them.
According to the professor of sports science,
you see the rotation in terms of CECAFA. This year we are in Kenya. Tomorrow we are going to be in a different country. When we are here, even this CECAFA, we are playing in Kakamega, we are playing in Kisumu. So you see the unity between even two counties. And then all people from all over are going to come to Kakamega, are going to come to Kisumu to rally behind the Kenyan team. And I think as the Kenyan team continues to do very well, you see as many people wanting to say we are Kenyans and we're good. So I think it is something of a unity call that comes through the competition itself. We have young people who are playing under 18. Now these under 18s are going to grow into the future leaders, as we say, or the future people who will reflect what unity looks like. For example, we have a Kenyan from Kitale playing in this, a Kenyan from Central Province. Now all these people form their own group as Kenyans who have known each other as players. They are also going to have their own groups by forming teams with others from other countries. So you'll see a Kenyan says, I know somebody from Uganda, I know somebody from Sudan. And that's how we then grow the unity of East Africa, because we have ambassadors who know the whole of East Africa through sport.
You are watching the School Sports Focus.
although Kenyans teamed up and cheered in unison when the under-18 soccer team played well, it was not just the victories that united the nation. Even sadness from lost matches brought them together.
Moments of poor performance were matched with deafening silence in the stadium, with the fans simultaneously venting and recalling the nation's lost opportunities.
There was an air of sadness in the stadium when Uganda equalized and later scored the winning goal.
That's the power of sports, bringing people together both in moments of triumph and defeat.
To Mr. Lugalia, a long-serving educationist and administrator, sport can enhance citizenship at all levels.
During these holidays, there are very many young people who are roaming around the roads and going everywhere. But because of this tournament, young people, even those ones who are not playing, come together to cheer their teams. And they are not fighting. They are coming together. A team loses and the other one wins. And we are going on. And I think this is a very good way of putting people together. And this way we can bring together a one Kenya without even thinking that you are a Luo. This is why we are supporting Kibet, even if it's not, he's a Kalenjin. He's Kalenjin. And we don't associate football with Kalenjin. But you know, you can see how football has, how Kibet has brought Kenyans together. Everybody from all over the world is saying, Kibet is our man, Kibet is our man. But if you went there saying Kibet is Kalenjin, it will give a different notion of this togetherness. So I'm simply saying football is one of the areas that we can improve. And if we can improve it so that we have many, many other small teams coming together and then going by hierarchy from one very low area to another stage, we can bring up a team that can actually be called a Kenyan team. And this is an example of it.
Similar views were expressed by sportsmen.
Nimechezea from junior team, nimecheza Lirembe Arsenal. Nimecome up, nimeingia Kakamega High School. After Kakamega High School, nimeingia Wazito nimekaa kidogo, Sofapaka.
I'm a goalkeeper. My previous team, I played for the AP Bomet. First I started Lirembe Arsenal, AP Bomet, Zoo Kericho, Wazito, Sharks, and then Zoo.
Sports ina unite. Juu unapata like me, nimemeet watu different sana. Naweza sema maybe wa Kenya tofauti, kabila tofauti, but tukiwa timu moja si tunajitanga family. So sports imenimake. Niko na family kubwa sana. Siwezi sema Kenya peke yake, iko until outside.
Mpira huleta uhusiano muhimu sana. Mpira ni chanzo cha maisha, mpira ulipa, na mpira ni talent. Na mpira umeleta different opportunities kwa watu wengi sana. Na ningesema mpira umeleta uhusiano mzuri kwa familia na jamii katika utamaduni wetu saa hizi.
Edu Channel School Sports Focus, bringing you stories about emerging talents.
The unity of the globe is reflected in the symbolism. During Olympic Games, you see the flag with 5 rings, meaning that we have 5 continents coming together for unity. So at international level, at global level, the Olympic movement shows this unity that we seek for the whole world. If you come to Africa, we have Africa sporting organizations. We have football for Africa championships. We have football for East Africa, CECAFA. And we have football for Kenya as under Premier League. Then we have football at the local level.
There were feelings of global citizenship when unexpected, like when Kenyans united to cheer another country.
The Tanzania-Rwanda march was a textbook example of schadenfreude, the joy of seeing another nation suffer, fail, or experience humiliation.
In what can be described as demand for fairness, Kenyans displayed a global citizenship when they united behind the weaker Rwandan team, applauding it as if it was their own national Kenyan team. Rwandan players appreciated the newly found friendship.
Every child
deserves a chance
to realize their talent
and reach their full potential.
That is why we are proud of bringing you the School Sports Focus, a show with stories about emerging talents. The School Sports Focus.
Bringing you views from players, coaches, match officials, and much more.
The future of sports is in schools.
Appreciate school sports. Watch the School Sports Focus on Edu Channel every Sunday from 1:30 p.m.
Keep watching Edu TV.
Edu Channel School Sports Focus, bringing you stories about emerging talents.
National Educator.
Although the war against colonial oppression provided Kenya with the heroic myths and memories that united different tribes into one nation, sport can also provide alternative myths and heroes required for continuous strengthening of the nation.
Indeed, the nation called Kenya is a myth, just like other nations exist as myths.
The fight for freedom created what Anthony Smith, a prominent scholar of nationalism, says are common myths and shared memories that bring together communities with different cultural practices to form one nation.
Today, the school soccer stars are among the people creating common myths and shared memories that are bringing together different ethnic groups to form a united Kenya.
The schoolboys are among contemporary heroes that are helping Kenyans strengthen their citizenship by transferring loyalties from tribes to the nation.
As explained by Michael Billing, the author of Banal Nationalism, one of the most quoted books of nationalism.
Nations are created and reproduced from day to day through routine and often unnoticed activities such as sport competitions. That is why the school-going stars
Kevin Kasavoli,
Joseph Omuse,
Andrin Kibet
Louise Ingavi and the national team captain Amos Wanzala
are the living legends unifying Kenyans.
The schoolboys are the mythical heroes that cemented Kenyans into one pillar during the CECAFA 2023 Under-18 competition. The legendary status of the young stars was not just felt during the matches, but was even stronger off-pitch.
Hundreds of fans wanted to be as close as possible to the stars, but having acquired a mythical status, the security officers did not permit the fans to freely interact with the makers of the nation.
Amo ameleta baraka nyingi kwangu kama mzazi. Sema la kweli.
The stars are a gem to the nation, so precious that the state security agents left no risk. Not even the parents of the celebrity players were allowed to be close to them on the match day.
the foreign-based legends did not have a break to join their families at home after the tournament.
The young players were on flight back to their European and American soccer academies as soon as they finished representing Kenya in CECAFA Under 18. They literally took the next flight to stardom.
Adjacent to the airport, the calm waves of Lake Victoria created intricate patterns as if gesturing goodbye to the aircraft that was lifting itself over the lake. Like the waters of Lake Victoria, their parents were left overjoyed.
So wazazi wote mahali popote waliko na waomba mtie moyo watoto ambao wako na talanta.
Encourage our parents to encourage the children to be playing, participating in these games and so on. It's been a long journey. The game has taken him everywhere. He's playing since he was 9 years old. And we want to encourage, particularly parents to encourage the children to get extracurricular activities apart from the normal curriculum. I think it will be very healthy for them. It will open ways for them. It will assist them to interact also.
The coach who trained the younger Kasavuli and Omuse when they were in primary school was equally excited.
Mimi ni coach ambaye nimekuza ambaye sasa niko Plastic Academy. Tunaona kabisa katika mchezo hiki lakini wale wanaona kila kitu katika timu yetu ya Kenya hapo sana. Washukuru kwa wale katika academy zao za nje
Before we finish the program, here is a short biography of one of the 2023 CECAFA host cities, Kisumu City.
Nestled on the shores were waters of the Lake Victoria, cuddles the land and the sun paints the sky in hues of warmth. It is a city that resonates with the rhythm of East Africa, a city known as Kisumu.
The city is vibrant with a tapestry of history, culture and resilience.
The name Kisumu literally means a place of butter trade, sumo in the Luo language. Derived from the word Kisumu, a trading post, the Kisumu that was originally a humble butter trade center has transformed itself into a heart and lungs of the western region.
To those who call it home, Kisumu is Kisumu. Kenya's only inland port city is fortunate to have retained its indigenous name, different from its mother, Lake Nyanza, also known as Namlolwe, that was rechristened Lake Victoria by John Hanning Speke, a British explorer. Speke renamed the lake after he ironically claimed to have discovered a large water body.
Adventurer Speke ignored the local names of the lake and called it Victoria to show his allegiance to Alexandrina Victoria, the queen of his country, England.
Although the headquarters of Kisumu County began as a simple sumo, it has grown to become the third largest city in Kenya after the capital Nairobi and the port city of Mombasa.
The arrival of the Kenya-Ugandan Railway is acknowledged for converting Sumo into a pivot center connecting the East Africa hinterland to Indian Ocean.
As shown on the maps available at the Kenya Ports Authority offices, Kisumu became the heart of East Africa, with its arteries connecting the three nations of the region via water, land and air. That is Kisumu City. Kisumu, or Sumo if you like.
If you missed any part of the show or you want to watch it again, visit our YouTube channel, Edu Channel. And if you have a story about school sports you think we should feature, Send us information through educhannel at kicd.ac.ke. You can also communicate with us through our Facebook page at EduTV Kenya. Send us your self-recorded clips with your name and telephone number. We want to hear your opinion and put our focus on the sports you love.